This is the plaintiff, Wanda Ramsey Ruiz. She says the defendant, her ex-boyfriend, owes her money she lent him for various things he needed. And now she's having one heck of a time trying to get him to pay her back. He's a bad person. He's had all sorts of problems with the law, and she's here suing him for every penny of the $4,780 she's owed. This is the defendant, Isaac Thompson. He says the plaintiff is a scammer, and once he realized who she really was, he didn't want to have anything to do with her again. When she realized there was no hope for them getting back together, she told him she was going to mess things up with him. And, well, here they are. Owe her money? No way. He's accused of being a deadbeat boyfriend. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for a car and defamation of character.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff says her ex-boyfriend is a scofflaw who stiffed her, but the defendant says she's the bad one here, and this is pure revenge. It's the case of you put the ex in boyfriend.
Thank you, Douglas. Wanda Ramsey Ruiz?
Yes.
You are suing Isaac Thompson for $4,780 that you say he owes you in loans for bail, lawyers, and living expenses and bills that he's borrowed from you throughout time. And you have a counterclaim against her for $5,000, $2,000 of it for a down payment that you gave her for a car, which, according to you, she pocketed, and $3,000 for pain and suffering and defamation of character. I cannot wait. Ms. Ramsey Ruiz, let's start with you. What happened?
Me and Mr. Thompson were in a relationship.
How long were you in a relationship?
6 months.
How did it end?
Terribly. It was just...
Whose choice was it? Was it his?
More so him, from cheating and things like that. But he contacted me on February 18th. He had been arrested on Valentine's Day for domestic violence, and he called me and said he needed my help.
Okay, for hitting another woman on Valentine's Day, and you couldn't wait to step up to the plate and
He told me it was a lie, so I believed him at the time, because in the relationship that we had, there was never any domestic violence whatsoever.
What's the age difference between you two, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 43.
31.
Okay, go on.
As he contacted me, I told him no problem. We met up, I think, the next day. And he said he needed to pay the lawyer and the bail bondsman. The first payment to the lawyer was $1,500, and the bail bondsman was $2,000.
So how much did you give him?
The first time, $3,500. He told me that whatever he gets from me, he'll just give him some time and he'll pay me back. And I told him, sure, no problem.
You didn't make him sign anything?
No, I didn't have him.
Who's the lady behind you?
That's my daughter. It's my daughter.
Okay, go ahead.
Because when I was with him, he keeps his word, and if he says he's going to pay you back, he's going to pay you back.
We have a name for people like you. We call them litigants. Right. Were you trying to get him back?
No, at the time, well, we talked at the time about getting back.
Were you trying to get him back, and the money was part of trying to get him back?
No. When he originally asked me for the money, it wasn't about us getting back. But then after the first payment, we did talk about getting back together.
Did he ever repay anything to you?
$2,000 he paid from the sale of his vehicle that he had. He gave me the $2,000.
And what did he say when he gave you the $2,000?
This is towards what I owe you. I appreciate everything that you did for me.
And this is how long after he had called you for bail and the lawyer?
3 weeks.
3 weeks after. So he tells you, okay, this is towards what I owe you, and now he only owes you $1,500.
No, in between that.
In between that? It's only 3 weeks.
Yep, in between the 3 weeks from the first $3,500, there was a payment made to him for his rent, he told me. He needed money for his car insurance. And there was another payment that needed to be paid. The lawyer needed 2 payments. Another $1,500 to the lawyer.
Honey, how much total did you loan him?
$7,580.
Get out of here.
He paid me $2,000 back, which left $5,580. And then one time he did give me the $700 back for the rent. So I did take that off, and it came up.
So now he owes you $4,780.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me hear from you, Mr. Thompson. What's going on?
Your Honor, Wanda here was never my girl. Wanda was just a thing. When I met Wanda, I started talking to her. She had some tire problem. I bring a tire to put on her car. She was telling me about the emotional stress that she's going through, and she immediately moved inside my apartment.
What, I'm sorry, how does a person do that if they're just a thing?
I'm kind-hearted, but also I was looking for resources.
Resources?
Resources to get around, because I'm from Jamaica, so I don't know basically all the resources here. She told me that she worked for a car dealership, So I got into business with her. We automatically start messing around. It turned out that the smoking habit turned me off. She's the one who kept borrowing money from me.
Wait, what do you mean her smoking habit?
Yeah, she's a chain smoker. So it's gonna be letters like these. When she owe me and I start lashing out and saying, you know, you need to pay me what you owe.
What does she owe you for?
She owe me for gas for her car to go to and from New York every day. She actually lied to me that she worked with BMW Tina Fly, only to find out that she doesn't work there.
What is your complaint?
The complaint that I have is that she said that she lent me money.
Yeah.
And she did not lend me any money. The money that I gave her was to put on the car, which it wasn't paid.
She says that you gave her the $2,000 to pay off a debt.
No.
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 So you're denying she ever gave you a penny?
She never loaned me no money.
Did you get arrested on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
How does she know? Unless you went to her and told her.
I told her, but I already had banned out when I told her.
Do you have texts between you two that might show me the nature?
Yes, I have all the prints here.
Okay. You also wanted me to listen to some audio. These are messages that she left on your recorder?
I don't remember, Your Honor. It's been for such a long time. It could be for anything. While we were together, I mean,
well, no, it has a date. You guys split up in January, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't need my money, but you rather go someplace else and spend time with somebody else and earn their money, right? So I want to give you the money so you can give me the time. So then you could have turned around and paid your lawyer to deal with the situation for yourself. But no, it's not spend no time on me, but you still need the money from me. That's a slap in my face. I can't give this woman time, but I want the woman to do this for me. Oh, it. She'll accept whatever I give her. No, I won't. I won't accept what you dish out anymore. Right is right, and just wrong is goddamn wrong right now. Let me tell you something. You have no idea what you're talking about. I put my whole goddamn family on the phone. The roster didn't get from me. The roster didn't get anything from me. You know who was getting it all? I can put my mom on the phone. Was buying you a new Range Rover. Isaac, I'm done, I'm done. You've broken my heart.
These happened in February and March of when the money was loaned.
How was he breaking your heart all these times then? What was he doing?
Just sleeping with a different woman, telling me that.
Why were you still with him? One of your messages to him is, I'll give you money for your time. And, you know.
Meaning because he was spending so much time in the streets and he wouldn't take the time to spend with me. So I said, well, whatever it costs that you're doing in the street, I'll give you the money if you say.
So you're going to pay him to come spend time with you?
So I said, so if you want to do that, then.
And have sex?
No,
I'll pay you for sex.
No, I didn't say
I'll pay you for
Try to spend your time. Give your time and do it that way.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Don't you think you're worth a little more than this?
I'm worth a little.
Are you? But no, you have to believe it. You have to be able to
now.
say it in the mirror, and you have to actually.
No, I do. I've
it.
learned from this. This was a really terrible.
Because by 40, if you don't know not to do the things that you're doing, there's a problem with you. You're handing me emails that show that she's giving you money. How are you then proving to me she didn't give you money?
I'm showing she never paid for my lawyer or my bond.
You could say that to your blue in the face. You're not answering my question.
She maybe buy food, but when she buy food or anything around the house, that's for the time when she was staying there.
I've never been homeless.
In one of her messages, she is saying, I pay for the lawyer and I got to pay for it, and then you still don't spend time with me.
She never paid for my lawyer.
Okay, but that's what she says in the message when she's crazy.
That's what she
When she's like screaming.
That's what she says.
That's what she says. But I gotta figure out what has the ring of truth. I now know I have a woman who has no self-respect. I now know I have a woman who's willing to buy a man. And yet you're the man she bought, and you're telling me she never gave you any money. Now, she's pathetic, but you're just a jerk and a liar.
I'm not
You
innocent.
have no idea how to be or you're mortified morally that she suggested paying for your time, but you have no problem calling her when you're arrested. You have no problem calling her when you want a car. Okay, and the pain and suffering and defamation of character. Tell me about that. Can't wait.
She actually was paying my family in Jamaica for information on me. She paid my family, tried to defame me.
Why is your family trying to defile you?
Because I was a loner from the age of 9 years.
Why?
I was a street kid.
So what did they tell her?
I don't know what kind
What
of...
did the family tell you?
Family told me he was never on the streets. He's always lived at home. He's always goes on the corner scamming people, telling people that he needs money. He's always had the best of things, but he does not support the children at all.
And that he goes for older women who will pay his bills?
Yes, he does. One of his children's mothers, I think, is almost 30 years older than him.
I think the $2,000 was a payment towards the money that you owed her, because it makes no sense to give it to her unless you mean for her to have it. You would just go the next day and put the down payment down. You would have sat there with the contract and said, hey, where's my down payment? It's not here. Those are the things you would have done. So you're a liar. I know you're a liar. And I find that very disturbing, because you willingly hand all this money over. See, I think he's a liar about whether you gave him money, but I do have a problem with you forwarding money in order to get the time from him. That's not a loan. That's something you expect to get paid. No, that's something you expected to get paid in sexual favor and time, and that's prostitution. That's not something a court enforces. Good Lord above. Where did you get the money from to make the first payment to the lawyer of $1,500?
My own money.
Do you have any bank records of money going from you to him, even if you don't have him here? Do you have any bank records of money going?
I do have the one for when I transferred $1,800, which was his credit card, and the second
Okay, here's what
portion.
I want. I'm going to take a recess. We're going to give you access to a computer, and I want to see some record of that.
Okay.
All right, court is
I
in
think I have a
recess.
picture of it.
All right. So she is 43, he is 31. Anything weird about that, or is that okay?
No, it's completely fine. Love is love.
Love it. Oh, well, what if it's like Anna Nicole Smith, 72 and 20?
Love is love.
Love is love. Really? What do you say?
I think age is just a number. Love is love.
Okay, now who wants to be honest here? 43, 31. What do you say?
Love knows no age, so I think it's all right. I think it's all right.
Jeez. Okay, and?
I think it's fine. I mean, like, whatever, if you love
I shouldn't even talk to you. Going inside the courtroom.
Would you like to change any of your testimony here today?
No, yeah.
Because you truly are a low-down, dirty, no-good liar.
I hear what you're saying, Your Honor, but it's not true.
I'm sorry. I am looking at Western Union transfers right into your bank account. I am looking at $700 on one day, $545 on another day, $282.25 on another day.
Wanda created those bank accounts, and I went and closed them down.
You are crazy, or you think I'm crazy? You know what? At least her emotions and her heart is maybe nutty,
saying,
but at least she's pure. At least she's not evil. You're just pure evil.
I had to close down 3 bank accounts.
You know what? Get out of my sight. Just stop. First of all, I order that the $2,000 that you got, you keep. Okay?
Thank you.
As to the rest of your claim against her for pain and suffering and defamation of character, no. As to your claim against him, I'm going to order him to pay you what you are able to prove today for him to pay you, which is a total of $1,527.25 in the receipts that you just ponied up after you had 5 seconds on a computer. Consider this an expensive lesson for you. Yes, I'm not concerned about him. He's going to be exactly who he is for the rest of his life. But you have a chance to turn it around.
Yes, ma'am.
Both sides, hold on right there, please.
So the plaintiff prevails. Mr. Thompson, the defendant, you know, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised you were willing to come appear here on the People's Court, because this painted a terrible picture of you as a person, you know?
I hear what you say, but definitely I know what is true from what is false. A lot of those papers is created.
The judge simply says,
I hear what the judge says, but I know what I know.
Let me ask you, and you even called her a thing, you know?
Yeah, she was a thing. She was never my girl. She was just a thing, so.
You learning from this, I hope? Yeah. All right, sir, you can go. Thank you very much. Now here comes Wanda Ruiz. Yeah. How you feeling after all this?
I'm great.
You know, you're feeling great.
I'm feeling great.
Well, did you learn anything from this? Because the judge set you a terrible example for your daughter.
I know. I did not set a good example, but
you sure
now
did.
we're on the right path.
You've learned something good.
Yes, I have.
All right,
Thank
you can leave
you.
now. Thank you very much. Harvey, an amazing case. What do you think?
Okay, real simple. When you loan money to somebody you're involved with, you are asking for trouble. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.